Okay. Mute yourself.
Move. But
Hello.
oh, hi.
How are you?
I am well.
How old?
I don't want to be on
Okay. No.
YouTube
What is
though.
all that in the background? Is that a kid?
Um, I can't get my kiddos. She's awake.
Okay.
Samara,
Okay. Well, I'm running the show, so let's
hold
get
on
this
one.
going. Yeah. Yeah. Goddamn. Get y'all's kids under control, please. Let me call over here. We got your kids under control. um. Seriously, man. You ready? Let's see. Yeah. Get them up. Unmute yourself. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 35.
All right. So, are you married or single?
I am happily single.
Then why you got a kid?
Um, I'm happy to have her. It
You
just
got a
happened
what?
like that.
You got a what?
It just happened like that.
No, it didn't happen like that. You had unprotected sex before you were married.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have time for this. No time for this. Get your shit together. I see why you single. I see why you single. I see why women like her are single. See, ladies, there's always a reason why baby mamas are like that and single. There's always a reason. Can't control your house. You got a kid crawling all over you at 11 o'clock. All right. Uh, Last name Brown. Your audio's not connected. Last name Red. Your audio's not connected. Oh, there it is. Let's unmute you. Lady Red, unmute.
Hi,
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 26. I'll be 27 in October.
26?
Yes.
All right. Why does it take women so long to get married?
In my personal experience, it hasn't been for a lack of desire.
What do you mean for a lack of
had
desire?
I haven't really had suitable people that were interested. Like you said, much like you said, I have been proposed to on more than one occasion.
Wait a minute. Wait a
However,
minute. Wait. Hold
those
on, I want to
individuals,
step through. I want to step through this. You're
okay,
26 and you haven't had suitable people. What's the longest relationship you ever had?
a year and a few months,
How long ago was that?
about 3 years ago.
And how old was he?
The same age as I was. We were both like 24, turning 25.
That's too young to be getting married for a man, really. But but the way I'm listening to you is the problem is men, not you. You haven't had any
Um,
suitable men.
I wouldn't say that exactly,
Okay.
but I feel like you said, 25 is a little bit young to be getting married.
For a
And
man,
I'm
not for
just,
you. For a man, not for
well,
you.
yeah. But I generally tend to date somewhat close to my age range.
Well, that's a problem.
Just,
See, what y'all going to do is y'all want the shit to work the way you want to. It doesn't work that way. You ladies want to date the way you want to. You want the men to be rich, young, attractive, and good in bed. Where the hell do they make these supermen?
It don't even got to be like that. That's the thing. Like there have been
Why are
gentlemen that I
you,
wouldn't have
if men
minded
aren't ready for marriage
marrying,
around your
but
age, if men are not ready for marriage around your age, what does that mean?
I didn't say I wouldn't be open to dating someone older.
It
I
doesn't
just
matter. See, the thing is,
generally
I
haven't.
want you guys to understand this is the notion. I didn't say you wouldn't be open. It ain't like you got any options. Either you're open
Well,
to
I can
this.
only date
Listen,
what
listen,
approaches or
listen, listen,
attracts
listen.
me.
Either you're open to the men who are looking for wives or buy a dog and die alone. That's what I need you ladies to understand. Y'all act like y'all got all these damn options. Men choose who become wives, not you.
Exactly. So if men aren't
And the
choosing
men
me
who
and the
are
men
looking
that
for
are
wives are not your
pursuing
age.
me, I am. Did you not hear me say I'm open to dating older men? But if older men aren't approaching me or aren't
No, you
engaging me,
said no.
what am
What
I
I
to
heard you say is the
do?
men. What I heard you say is the men you date are around your age.
I said the men that I've dated have tended to be close to my age. That's
And who
because
gets
I'm
to
not
and
out
who gets to
throwing
choose
myself
and
at
who gets to
men.
choose and who gets to choose who you date? No, 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 no.
Stop talking! Stop talking!
That's not how that shit works. You get to choose who you date. See, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, what you're starting to see is the modern woman.
How do I choose who I date
You get to
if
choose
I
who you
don't
date.
choose who
Okay,
approaches me?
listen, very simple.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Every man that wants to go out with you, you go out with each and every one of them. Yes or no?
The ones that I actually
Every
meet in
man that
person,
wants to go
yeah.
out with you. See, that's why I said it really slow and loud. And you notice that when they want to be disingenuous and lie, lack accountability, they will not answer the question as asked. Every man that wants to go out with you, you go out with them. Yes or no?
No, I don't date
Right.
people without.
No. No.
Stop talking! Stop talking!
I've just about had enough of you.
I don't think you get it. You don't get to keep talking. Okay, well, since she can't seem to do it this way,
You idiot woman! Idiot woman!
you're gonna this has to go back and see. When I start talking, you got to stop. Stop looking at TV and pay attention to what's going on. Maybe it'll go better. Well, don't work. Have the conversation of you because
I
you're
mean,
gonna work.
it's a chat. I do apologize. I mean, I'm not talking to anyone. It's just a chat.
Well, you're
And
not
I'm
sharp
working
enough. Well,
right
you're
now.
not. Well, whatever you're doing, dear, you're not quick enough to keep up with what you're doing and what's going on here because you're behind.
Okay, how am I
So my
behind?
point is this, ma'am. You have choices of who you date. Men choose who become wives. You don't go out with every man that wants to go out with you. That means you choose. If you keep making yourself available to younger men and choosing to go out with younger men, then you're going to end up in relationships with younger men. That's simple. 2 + 2 = 4. If you choose to continue to make yourself available to men who are too young or not marriage minded, you're not going to have men who are looking for marriage to date. Did anyone in the audience miss that simple logic?
Okay, so how would you
Do you
propose that I make
before
myself
we
available to older men?
before we do that? Did you understand that basic concept?
I
Seriously.
do. I
All right.
do. It seems to be an oversimplification, but I do
It's not an
understand it.
oversimplification. Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
You idiot woman! Idiot woman!
Okay.
Oversimplification. If you want to buy
Yeah.
milk, if you want milk, you go to a place that sells milk. You don't go to a place that sells grass or beef. You go to get milk. You want bread? You go to a place that sells bread. You don't go to a place that sells tires. But in your mind, that's an oversimplification. If you can't get this basic concept, you need to be alone.
So again, I'm asking, how do you propose I make myself available specifically to older men? I mean, I go out, I network, I
Where do you
work in the
go?
community,
Where
I
do you
attend
go? Where do you
church.
go? Where do you
I
go?
attend networking events in my community, like
Networking events like
seminars.
what? Like what? Like what? Ma'am, give me
Are you going
some
to? I'm,
specifics. Where do you go?
I'm trying to answer. I go
I
to
don't need all the background. Where do you specifically go?
seminars in the community.
Seminars.
I'm a
That's
member of a,
business. Seminars. Seminars.
yes,
That's
networking.
business.
That
That's
I,
business. That's business. That's business. Where do you
okay.
go
Are you gonna?
socially? Where do you go socially?
I go to restaurants and clubs and bars. I've been to
When's the last time
music
you went to a
festivals
restaurant?
in
When's the
my
last
area.
time you went to? Okay, when I start talking, I'm really trying to.
I'm sorry. I don't know if there's a delay. I'm trying to stop when I hear you start. I'm sorry if
When's the
there's a
last time
delay.
you went to a restaurant?
Last week
Last week when?
on a Thursday on my off
On a
day.
Thursday. Did you go? And did you go to the restaurant by yourself or did you go with friends?
No, I went alone
Where did you sit?
at the bar.
What time did you go?
A little bit after lunch, so around 2 or 3.
2 or 3. In the middle of the workday. I used to work in restaurants. You know when the deadest time in any restaurant is? Between lunch and dinner.
Okay.
So you go to seminars where work is being done. You go to restaurants during dead hours. Next.
That was one occasion, but okay.
Ma'am,
I
I'm just
go to
going down the list.
you haven't allowed me to really provide you a list, but
Let me let
okay.
me let me
So
help you out. Let me help you out.
I asked you where
Sign,
you would
sign language.
propose I
Here's the
go
problem. But here's the
rather
problem.
than
They know too
asking
much. They know
me.
too much. They know too much. Well, here's the thing. Keep doing what you're doing, because honestly, this conversation has been. You stay exactly where you are. Y'all see her come and leave, because it shouldn't be that damn hard to have a conversation. It shouldn't be that damn hard. If you can't figure out where the men are, you don't deserve you don't deserve to do. If you think going into a restaurant at 2 o'clock in the afternoon is supposed to find you a husband, you deserve to be by yourself. Look here, dude. Get off my show. What's this dude's name? Stop calling my show, you freak. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. And a woman like her will be sitting back wondering, well, where all the good men at? At dinner? You mean I couldn't find nobody at 3 o'clock at IHOP? No. Anybody in here who's worked in a restaurant knows there's the lunch rush is between you work lunch, you make your money between 11:30 and 1 o'clock. You cash out and you leave. Between 2 and 5 is when they start prepping for dinner. The morning shift leaves, the afternoon shift comes in, the menu changes, and this rocket scientist is showing up thinking, I'm going to find me a husband at the slowest part. Now, everybody else would think, you know what? Why don't I go somewhere after work hours where people are off work and don't have to go nowhere? And why am I being so hard on this? Because this is what the modern woman thinks about mating. They don't want to have to put any work in. They don't even have to put a fucking brain cell into it. I should just sit there and be. That's why I'm doing this. Because that shows you how little effort modern women really think they have to put into actually being found. You can sit there and laugh and smile all you want to. You look foolish. And you sound even more foolish. Yes, you. You look like a straight fool. Damn raptor claws. Uh, Brown, your audio's not connected, so I'm gonna have to put you back. You need to try to come back in. Bradshaw, same thing. Uh-huh. Do. Yeah. So if your camera's not on, I'm gonna put you back. That's just a microphone, no camera, so we're gonna remove you. All right. So we're going to go to Zoom. Go ahead. Zoom. After that, we're going to go to iPhone and then Zoom user. So Zoom user, go ahead. There it goes. I think she's missing a few. She's sitting there just smiling like the Cheshire Cat. I mean, go ahead. And the women in there laughing at her like, God damn, they see it too. Y'all see her? Something off with that girl. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Ma'am, I'm not making this up. These women see you.
I'll make you famous.
Go ahead and unmute, please. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, Kevin. How are you?
I'm okay. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Why does it take modern women so long?
I would say maybe it's the fact that we have so much freedom. And so with options comes confusion, especially if you don't have probably like an idea of what you want in life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like basically where I'm at now, like speaking personally.
Very astute observation, young lady. Very astute observation. Probably one of the most dead-on observations I've heard this year. Something I learned in sales is when you're going to sell something, you don't give a client 3 or 4 or 5 proposals. You give them 2. If you give them too many, they'll be overwhelmed. But if you don't give them enough, they won't feel like they have a choice. You give them 2. And if you're going to go up extremely high, you give them 3. The one you don't want, the top one, and the one you want in the middle. So that being said, if women have too many choices, how do you go about getting modern women to accept? How do you go about getting modern women to pick then? Because everybody wants choice. I agree. Everybody wants choice, but no one wants to choose. Everybody wants change, but they hate to pick. How do we fix that? You muted yourself, I think. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Oh, okay. So to kind of add on to what you said about the fear of choosing, I think maybe knowing that you made a mistake and then having to take accountability for that.
Well, women have a lot of choices. Let's say you got 20 guys to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna pick?
Well, I would say going from within. So knowing yourself and what you want. So starting there. So kind of like what you normally ask, like, do you want to be married? Do you want to have children?
Well, let me make it more specific. You got 10 guys, and they all want a relationship. They all want a commitment. They all want to be married.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you got to pick. So my question is, how do you pick, and then what kind of time frame? Here's how you pick.
Okay.
You put a clock on it. You got to put a clock on it, and you got to know you got to get the most important things. You don't get everything. You got to get roughly 80% of what it is you want, and that's the important stuff. Like human beings. Human beings need basic stuff: food, water, shelter, food, water, shelter. Right? The basics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You don't need air conditioning. You don't need a car. And if the world ended tomorrow, that's the basics. We'd all go for that. And then after that, we'd make choices. Ladies, you got to pick the basics. I need a man who's working, this, that, and then pick. But see, therein lies the problem, right?
Yeah. I guess knowing, like, going back in within yourself, like you said, things that is needed just for survival, most important. And then like the other stuff will be kind of like added extras. So really just knowing that, and then I guess the qualities of a man as well. I guess that would be the extras, like
You can't know all
him
those. You
being
can't know
good.
all that. You can't know all that. You can't know all that. And under 6 months, you can't know all that. And that's the thing.
Mhm.
See, we were doing good until we started getting to all the stuff that's going to make you feel more comfortable. You can't know all that.
Okay.
Your grandmother, your great grandmother couldn't know all that. They didn't date for years. We're talking
So
about between a month and 6 months. What can you learn and know about somebody to be married to them? That's what you get to know, and that's the basics. Everything else is on the job training.
so
I know.
would you
Hold on. I'm gonna get to
Mhm.
some other people.
Okay. Mhm.
It is shocking to hear a 26-year-old with this kind of mindset. I mean, the fact that she's able to put out this point just the way she put it out is just, I mean, it's mind blowing, man. She's very intelligent because one of the problems of modern women is Instagram, dating apps. They kind of make them feel like, okay, we have all these options, and that is where the delusions comes in and the confusing comes in. So this lady, I mean, her point, fantastic young lady. I mean, with this mindset, I think she's gonna go far when it comes to dating and mating. But I think we are going to be talking about one lady that stand out in the conversation. She said, "I'm single and happy." When you hear conversation like that, I mean, women saying something like that, it's coping. They are not actually happy. They're not single and happy. They are not happy. Not. Not. They are not happy. You can't tell me you're single and happy and you have to just announce it on the show like this. No. That even confirmed that you are sick and tired of just being by yourself. And they just try to come into these type of spaces to make it look like, okay, being single is okay, because she know damn well that there are women that are in the same position as she is and they're miserable. So she's just trying to give them false hope and trying to also, this is one thing about our women, right? When you are saying this, a younger lady that is watching this content, what are you trying to tell her? You are telling her that being single is something that is good. There is no regrets in you choosing to be single or something. And that is one of the problems. Our older women that have failed to get relationship would not come out with the truth. They wouldn't come out to tell you that they're miserable in their closet and all these things, and it is causing more chaos in the black community. This is something. I mean, there's no problem you making a mistake, but coming out to say the truth so that the younger ones that still have, opportunity in front of them to be able to make the right choices is something that I'll always push for every black woman to try to do. I mean, you've made your mistakes, but if you love your younger ones, I mean, black women that are young, I think you should be the best thing you should be doing, or the social job that you can do to help the community is just by telling the truth. Hey, if you are young, this what you can end up being, and it is not a position that you should wish to be in. And I think that is going to be helping the community. But when you come out or when you come into these type of spaces and you try to make it look like being single is a flex or it's a badge of honor, then you bragging about it. It's just, and it's not that it's true. If it is true, then that's fine. But we all know that this lady is coping. Men and women, we need to be with each other. We can't be by ourselves and be happy with about that. We just cannot. But the truth is this: a man is always having options at any age, like 50 years old, 60 years old. Men are always having options. So when a man feel that, okay, I need someone, they will not try to make it look like being single is a flex or it's a badge of honor. They will just go out there and get someone But unfortunately, women with age is just kind of a problem. And with that, okay, I'll not get a man for myself. And with the delusion and high standard that they have, she know damn well that she's not going to get herself a man. So let me try to make it look like it is a normal thing. And Misery Loves Company, like I always say, these are the type of women that try to make more women single so that she can have groups that she can always hang out with. And it's a problem. These type of women need to be shut down immediately. And Kevin Samuel's Godfather did that immediately. And I love that. I mean, we should not have these older women try to, spoil our younger women, because these women, they are confused. Their moms did not teach them these things. So if we are having this conversation to try to put them on the right track, and you come up with something like this, and I think you are just doing them a very big disservice. If you are a black woman that has failed when it comes to relationships, and you come out to say something like this, I think you are doing the younger ones that we are trying to put on the right track a very big disservice. And you should feel shameful for doing something like that. You should feel ashamed that you are not able to do your job, and someone is trying to do that job for you, and you try to push an agenda. This is an agenda she attempted, but it's a failed one. You don't need to announce that you're single and happy. If you are single and happy, through the conversation, we realize it. So you don't need to announce it. That's coping. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you give us a like and subscribe to the channel for more of such content. And stay tuned. Catch you in the next one. I'm out, and peace.